Hi everyone, I'm Talia and today I'm going to show you what I'm moving into my new bullet journal. Alright, so since the beginning of the year I have been in my berry colored bullet journal and I have, I think, 5 pages left in it, and there's still 3 days of May, and then we're moving into this one for the second half of the year and June. So let me show you what I'm taking there with me, or what I got going so far. Okay, so I have not filled out my index yet, but that's next on my to-do list. So here's my blank index, and now we're getting into my new stuff. So the first page in the Loister 1917s, it's always kind of weird because it's not a full spread. I don't know why they didn't put dots just on this page, then we could use it as a full spread. But I like to use that page as my quote of the bullet journal for however long that may be, half a year, a quarter, whatever it is. So the quote, I was having trouble figuring out a quote that I wanted for the second half of the year. So I went back to an old favorite. This is one of my ultimate favorite quotes of all time. It's by Vivian Green. Life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain. And this quote really speaks to me because I feel like life for me I tend to be the kind of person that's like, oh, I'm just trying to get through to the weekend. I'm just trying to get through the holidays. We're trying to get through college. We're trying to get through getting the kids into school. Craziness. So my whole life I feel like I'm putting it off, and I need to remind myself that, hey, today is an opportunity for you to love your life. And so that's kind of what it says to me. Okay, so after that I have, I'm calling it my landing page. So first I have the Calendex. If you haven't seen the Calendex before, I believe it came from Eddie Hope. And I saw it from Boho Berry, and I tried it myself at the end of my bullet journal for a month, and I actually really liked it. So I thought that I would combine my Calendex here with this. Now this, if you haven't seen it, it's a master to-do list, and I got it from Alejandra.tv. If you want to get organized, oh my goodness, she is the best. I love her so much, and you can check her out here on YouTube also, Alejandra.tv or Alejandra TV. From her I bought her Power Productivity program, and with it I got the printable. So I print it on a sticker. It's like a label, like a shipping label, and it fits perfectly in my bullet journal. I mean, a little bit of space, but fits in there. And so now I have a master to-do list. Now the reason I didn't just draw this, because obviously this is a pretty simple layout and you could, in theory, just draw it into your bullet journal. But the idea behind having this master to-do list where I have categories of things like home, errands, YouTube channel, is that it keeps them all separate. And then on top of that is, if I fill this all in and then I need more space, I'd have to go to another page in my bullet journal. But the idea with this is, since it's just a label, what I can do is print out another one and then copy over the few, like 2 or 3 remaining tasks, and then slap it back in there. So my Calendex and my master to-do list will always be on these pages, so it's kind of a master spread that I can return to for the entire 4 months that I'm using this bullet journal. And if I ended up using it longer, like I needed to do one for 5 or 6, I could just create a similar spread, you know, later in the bullet journal. But for the beginning of the bullet journal, this is my landing page, my master to-do list, and my Calendex, so I'm really excited to use that and plan it out. Okay, and then after that, we have my level 10 life for the mid-year for June. It's my mid-year review. And I also have a quote in here: "If you want a happy life, tie it to a goal," by Albert Einstein. And his extended quote was a little less inspiring, but I shortened it to make it an inspiring quote to me. So going for the happy life, tying it to goals. So I did my level 10 life, and if you haven't seen level 10 life by Hal Elrod, I've mentioned him before when I do these goals. So do check him out. He wrote The Miracle Morning, and you might have heard of that, and he is fabulous. So that's what this is inspired by. So it has the 10 categories, and I did my level based on where I think I am. And after I did that, for each of those 10 categories again, see it's color-coded, family and friends, then I have a goal. So like for example, family and friends, I put kid activity tracker because the kids, they're 2 and 4, so they're getting to the level where they're not content playing in their own backyard anymore. You really got to get them out. So I'm planning on making a kid activity tracker, and when I do, I will make a video and show you guys where I can track what kind of activities I've done with them and keep a log that way. And then for personal growth, I put audiobooks because I've been meaning to listen to audiobooks, but sometimes I forget. Okay, so those are my goals. And if you want to see more of what I do with my goals, do check out my New Year's resolutions video. I'll put a link to that. And it goes into depth on how I take a goal and I put it into my to-do list and my routine charts and my calendar. Okay, and then after that, I have my weight loss success chart. So this is, I'm Talia obviously, and this is my success chart. And this is a printable that I made myself. And I printed it out on that same kind of label and put it here with my measuring washi tape because I thought that looked cute. And so what I'm going to have here is my starting weight, my goal weight, and however many pounds I want to lose, and then a starting BMI, my goal BMI, and how many points on the BMI scale I need to go down. And then over here I put a spot for my first goal. So it's kind of like a mini goal because, you know, if you have to lose a lot of weight, if you throw down there like, oh, I need to lose 75 pounds, that's not gonna go so good in your brain. So start with the 5 maybe. So I'm gonna set a goal for myself and how much I need to be, a weight that I want to achieve. And then I have the weeks, and I put the date. So the date I weigh in, how much I weigh, if I had a loss or a gain, and how much. And my total lost from starting, and then my new BMI and how much I went up or down on the BMI scale. And then over here is going to be a graph. I didn't enter any dates or any weights on there because that would kind of give it away, wouldn't it? But anyway, so I'm going to have a little graph going, you know, gain weight, lose weight, hopefully trending downward like this. And so that is my weight chart. Then after that, we just go into the month, and if you want to see my monthly tracker, I already have a video up on that, so I will link that one as well. So those 3 spreads plus the quote make the front of my bullet journal. Now, in case you guys haven't seen me before, I also do back collections, so we're going to go to the back now, and I'm going to show you what I do with my back collections. So let me show you the magic. Turn it upside down, and now we are in the back. Okay, so in the back I have my GTD index. So I have a new index for collections that I put back here. And GTD stands for Getting Things Done, The Art of Stress-Free Productivity by David Allen. And I got this printable online. It was from Scott Mooring, and I guess it was at davidco.com. And it just kind of takes the entire GTD book and puts it in there for you, and it's about how to empty your inbox and be super productive, and a lot of it is about making lists where you just dump things so that it's not stored in your head that you need to return a book. You're always writing it down, and that's kind of what I use the bullet journal for. So the first thing I have is the wish list. So on the next page, this would also be part of my index, I have a wish list, and I put the We Do Disney sign because I want that sign off of Etsy for my house. So Now anytime I think of something like, gosh, I wish I had that, I can just put it there. And I use it for other things besides wish lists. I can use it for books I want to read, movies I want to watch, sometimes just brain dumps of like all the things I need to get done around the house, including things that are massive projects that I am not getting to in the foreseeable future, like purging files from college. But if I think about it, then I need to put it down because it gets it out of my head, and then I feel it's to take the stress out. It takes the load off your brain, because the theory behind that is your brain will constantly remind you need to do that if you don't put it in a place and say, hey, I already wrote it down, I'm getting to that later. Right now I'm dealing with the dishes. Okay, so that's what's going to go in the back, and that's all I have so far. Okay, so that is everything I have in my new bullet journal, all the fun stuff that I'm taking with me. And if you like to get this same color, this is a beautiful color. I just have to comment on it. This is the Azure, and you can see it next to the berry. It is just a really beautiful, powerful blue. It's not too light, and it's not like a sky blue, and it's not very navy. It's like a really beautiful bluebird blue. Alright, so that's all I have for moving into my new bullet journal. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. Please feel free to leave them below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, I will see you all next week. Thank you everyone for watching. Goodbye.